Chapter 7. Gwen pulled a magazine from her bag. I think Snaggerfang is in this month's issue of Who's Hot? She flipped through it. Look, here he is. Gwen held up the page for all to see. Gaith! Cried Brother Dave. Staring out from the page was one very scary dragon. His horn puffed coal-black smoke. His eyes shot sparks. He sneered, showing forth fang stumps. Under the portrait it said, "World's #1 wickedest Snaggerfang." He went from 97th wickedest to wickedest, exclaimed Janice. Way to go! Gwen turned the page and they all read. Flamer of the month, Snaggerfang. Snaggerfang's sugar lump was born mean, but when he lost his four front fangs in a freak peanut brittle accident, he became even meaner. Now he makes up for his lack of scary fangs by flaming first and asking questions later. Lots of dragons have perfect front fangs, but Snaggerfang has suffered. He's real. He had to flame and claw his way up to #1 wicked. That's why he's our flamer of the month. Hey, Snaggy, hope you get the guy back. But good. Brother Dave, said Wigglytuff, you cannot go to meet this wicked dragon. Why not? Cried the top lad. I say let him go. Then the dragon won't come after us. I shall go, said Brother Dave, but I can't stay a moment if any of thee wish to check out a book. Oh gosh, exclaimed Gwen. She pulled a book from a shelf. We have this in the palace library at Gaggerthorpe. She held the cover face out. Peanut brittle made the old difficult way with hours of standing over a steaming hot cauldron, stirring ceaselessly and sweating like a pig. Dost thou now? Brother Dave beamed. 'Twas written by all the little brothers. I helped to letter it myself. No kidding, said Janice, leaning over the book. I kiddies you not, said Brother Dave. My order sells this book, as well as our brittle, to make our meager living. My mother, the queen, would never stand over a hot cauldron, Erica said. Mine doesn't either, silly, said Gwen. We have a palace brittle baker. Tobled gave a sudden shriek from where he sat, looking out the library window. All turned to see what ailed him. Look, in the sky, Tobled wailed. It's the dragon, he's coming. We are doomed. Wigglytuff ran to the window. Far to the west, he made out a small dark shape flapping its wings against the sky. Still many miles away. Was it truly Snaggerfang? I can't believe it, cried Janice. First a ghost and now a dragon. To arms, cried Erica. To what? said Gwen. Erica rolled her eyes. It means get your weapon. We must fight Snaggerfang. But we have no weapons, Gwen said. The other princesses nodded. We are doomed, cried the top lad, in case anyone had forgotten. Doomed! Back to the dome, Erica called. We will get our swords. Then I will think of something for the lassies. Everyone raced down the 427 stairs from the library. Brother Dave hurried after them. Back in the Class 1 dome room, Wigglytuff reached under his cot and pulled out his sword. Sure kill. It had been a gift from the wizard Jellock. But could he use it? He hated the sight of blood. Even hearing of a bloody battle made him feel sick. Yet he had to help Brother Dave. He stuck Shokil into his belt. He hurried over to Erica. She had changed into her old DSA uniform. How shall we fight this dragon? He asked her as she stuck her silvery Sir Lancelot look-alike sword into his scabbard. Why don't you go ask Gwen? Erica snapped. Maybe she will have a clever idea. Come on, Erica, he said, but she was still mad. Erica called out, to the weapons closet. Quickly, there's not a minute to lose. As everyone thundered down the hallway, Lady Lobelia stuck her head out the headmaster's office door. Shh, she said, putting her finger to her lips. Don't disturb Mordred. It will be better for everyone if he stays knocked out until Saturday the 14th. A wicked dragon is on its way here. Lady Lobelia, Erica said. We must find him. Saint Percy's petticoat, exclaimed Lobelia, and she slammed the door shut. Erica led the way to the weapons closet. She flung it open. Give out swords, Wiggy, she ordered. Wiglaf took several. Erica had called him Wiggy. Maybe she had forgotten him for taking Gwen's side earlier. Wiglaf carried the swords to the castle yard. He gave them out to the princesses. How do you hold this thing? Gwen asked Wiglaf. Is there any way I can get a private lesson? There is no time for a lesson, Gwen, Wiglaf said. Stick with me at the back of the charge. That way you and the other princesses will not likely get hurt. Stick with me, Gwenny, Erica mimicked him. I will save you. Wiglaf felt his face grow warm again. Perhaps Erica had not entirely forgiven him after all. Watch me, Gwen, Erica said. I shall be up front with Janice leading the charge. Do what I do, and you shall soon get the hang of dragon slaying. Of course I shall, said Gwen fiercely. I will take another one of those. She grabbed a second sword from Wiglaf. A flapping noise sounded overhead. The dragon was coming closer. I'll show you what I learned at Dragon Whackers, Snagglefang, Janice cried. She warmed up for battle by swinging her lance widely over her head. And I will show you what I learned in knitting class at Princess Prep, shouted Gwen. She flashed the tips of her swords together with great skill. Wiglaf thought she looked quite fearsome. Wiglaf stood between Angus and Baldric near the back of the formation. He glanced at Brother Dave. Brother Dave stood beside the castle wall. His hands folded. He looked very worried. A whistling sound split the air. The dragon was flying in fast. Wiglaf saw a flash of green, a flash of yellow. Then, thump! The dragon landed in the yard. Janice called, Charge! Class 1 gave a battle cry. Yeah! Waving their swords, they ran toward the dragon. At the back of the charge, Wiglaf saw the dragon flap its wings and then fold them to its body. Suddenly, Wiglaf put on a burst of speed. He raced to the front of the formation. He kept going until he was way ahead of the others. Stop! Wiglaf cried as he ran. Stop! Do not harm this dragon!